Welcome to our first economy video for the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Today we're going to be going over the pre-order bundles because the new set comes out in just over a week. So let's go ahead and look at each of the packages and decide whether they're worth buying. Now I do want to put out a little disclaimer before we talk about whether something's worth it or valuable, because I always get a lot of comments that say arena's not worth it, so no amount of money is worth it. So whether we should be buying these things is completely up to you and how you like to play Arena. For those of you guys who are free to play, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But in order for me to make these videos, I am comparing what's in the package to what you could purchase without a pre-order bundle. Maybe neither of those are worth it for you, but that's the only way we can really do the math here. Now, there is one thing I want to do before we jump into each individual set, and that's take a look at how you can purchase gems on MTG Arena. If you guys are new here, I do like to break down these kinds of economy stuff, so make sure you share the video or like and subscribe to the channel if you're into this stuff. All right, let's take a look at the gem purchasing bundles. So for $50, you get 9,200 gems, and for $100, you get 2,000 gems. So for every $50 you spend, you get an additional 800 gems per $50 that you spend. This is a sort of rich get richer situation. Now, when I say you get a discount when you buy bulk packs, people say, oh, no, you don't, because the packs do scale perfectly. However, when you're buying your gems, that's when you get the bonus, making mass pack purchases sort of discounted because you're getting these extra gems. Why is this important for the pre-order bundles? Because we're going to be comparing the value of each bundle. They are $49.99, $25.99, and $14.99 to these pre-order bundles. Which means if you are on a limited budget and you only have $50 to spend, then you're getting a much better deal here from the pre-order bundles. But if you have $100 to spend, then you can look at it like you would normally get 20,000 gems, meaning you would get an extra 1,600 gems total, kind of devaluing these packages a bit. But we'll touch on that in just a little bit. I'll put a little note here at the top. And let's go ahead and jump into our first bundle, and that is going to be the Saheeli pack bundle. This is by far the easiest one to calculate because it has the least amount of items, and most of the value is in the first item, and that is 50 packs of the new set. 50 packs of the new set is 10,000 gems. So right out of the gate, we know we're getting our money's worth because that is the full value of half of $100 purchase. But if you're on a little bit of a budget and 50 is what you have to spend, then you're actually getting free gems on top, an additional 800 to be exact. And then the rest of the stuff mirrored in the package is actually free. So that is why your budget sort of determines whether or not you're getting a good deal here. Because if you have the $100 to spend, maybe you don't want to spend the whole thing on packs. So because those packs are worth the same and maybe you don't value the other stuff in this package, then it allows you the flexibility to buy 25 packs and some drafts or something along those lines. Because really you're not getting a ton of extra. But if you have $50, you are getting some extra. The Mythic card, you get one copy of one of the new premium Mythics. I value that at 200. It's a full pack. Now, you can take a look at that Mythic and say, hey, this is something I will definitely play, and you can give it a nice little bump. 5 golden packs, I don't count those at all. They have 0 value. They are very good, but the reason they have 0 value is because if you were to purchase 50 packs from the store as is using your $100 gem purchase, you would get those free anyway. So they are included on both sides of the equation, meaning that they really have no value in this sort of comparative situation. And that totals 10,200 gems in playable product, which, as we talked about, if you have a $100 budget, you're really not getting a lot. So you would get more flexibility in your spending if you were to just purchase the gems. But on a budget, I think that this is a great package for those of you guys who need a little help with your collection. Next up, we have the cosmetic items. Each package does come with some cosmetics. They're nothing special, but they do have some value to some of you. So keep that in mind. I like to keep them separate. A premium sleeve is about 600 gems, and a premium mythic altar that goes along with your Saheeli is 1,200 gems. I don't know who's buying full price mythic altars, but yeah, put me in your will. So total value is 12,000 gems in total if you value these cosmetics. Personally, I put, 1 to 200 gems worth of value on the sleeve and 0 on the altar. So I'm looking at this pack at about 10,400 gems. I personally do not buy this package. I think that drafting for my packs is a much cheaper way to acquire them. If I were to spend the 10,000 gems on drafting, I think I would overall get a much fuller collection much quicker and have a lot more fun playing. But that's just me. I know most of you guys want to get into constructed gameplay day one, and some of you don't like drafting at all. But that is my option, and this is not something that I personally purchase. Now let's go ahead and switch it to the Veto Play Bundle. This is my style of gameplay. I'm a big fan of limited. I like to build my collections slowly through gameplay. So this is a bit more my speed. It's also half the price for those of you guys who are on a little bit more of a budget. Let's go ahead and talk about the items that are included here. This is the bulk of it is going to be your 2 draft tokens. They are 1,500 gems apiece for a 3,000 gem total, and 1 sealed token. Those are always fun and good for new players to learn the set. Those are 2,000 gems per time you enter. Now the next item is a small include, and some of you might not find it valuable, but we are able to assign it an actual value because the play-in qualifier you can just purchase your way into. It costs 4,000 gems to just buy into the event, or you can accumulate 20 play-in points through various events on Arena and these pre-order bundles. And then after a couple of bundles, you'll get enough to enter one of these 4,000 gem entries. So 5 points is a quarter of an entry, valuing it at 1,000 gems if you're interested in competitive Magic. Next up, you have the 1 Mythic, same as the last bundle. So if you want to play it, maybe you can give it a little bit higher of a value, but I'm going to call it a full pack because a Mythic is a good hit. So let's go ahead and compare this with how much gems cost to purchase. You are getting 6,200 gems worth of playable value, things you can use to play this game. But if you were to spend $50, you would get 9,200 gems. Half of that for the cost of this bundle at $24.99 gives you only 4,600 gems. So you're getting quite a bonus here. This is an additional 1,700 gems. Alternatively, if you have a $100 budget and you were to purchase all of these things separately, a quarter of your $100 budget is only 5,000 gems. So you're still getting an additional 1,200 gems with this package. Personally, I think this is by far a much better value than the previous one, though the other one is quite convenient for those of you guys who are going to be purchasing those packs anyway. But I think this is where you're going to be getting some really good value for those of you guys who are at least a little bit of a fan of limited gameplay. As with the other package, you are going to be getting the sleeve worth 600 and the Mythic Altar for 1,200, but I don't put a lot of stock in it, so we're going to say, for me, this is a 6,400 gem value. And as we mentioned, you can only buy those gems for 4,600 or 5,000. So no matter how you look at it, you are getting quite a discount. The last thing I want to note on this, unfortunately, they did remove one of the cosmetics that is typically included, and they are worth about 3,000 gems. So this package did lose about 3,000 gems worth of value, but it was in cosmetics. So it's hard to hold it against it considering it's already such a good value. But normally we would have up to 11,000 in value with an additional pet. So last time for the Wildsville Drain, we had the 5-headed doubling season goose. The only other time they've done this is with Lord of the Rings. There was no pet, but I would like to see when they are removing things, I would like them to see them add a little something else or compensate us in some other way by lowering the cost. But again, it is a cosmetic and not one of the playable products, so I won't get too upset. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our final bundle. Next up is the Quorus Pass bundle. This is another sort of good value for those of you guys who play a lot of Arena. The premium item in the Quorus Pass bundle is indeed the Mastery Pass, and that is worth 3,400 gems all by itself. It's important to remember that you cannot include the value that's in the Mastery Pass because it's usually higher than the 3,400 in this equation, because we're comparing whether this is worth it to buy it outside of the early access pre-order or as is. No matter how you buy it, it's always 3,400. What's inside or the contents of that bundle does not matter. You're also going to get the Mythic for another 200 for a total of 3,600 gems worth of playable product. Technically, the Mastery Pass isn't playable product, but it is chock full of value for playable products, so we'll go ahead and call it that. When breaking down what the $14.99 will buy you when purchasing your gems, you can break down the $50 and the $100 bundle, and $15 of the $50 bundle is $27.60. So again, you're getting a huge bonus here with an additional 900 gems worth of value. If you compare it to the 100 gem bundle, you'll be buying 3,000 gems. So you're getting a 600 gem bundle bonus, which is about 3 packs. So not terrible value. And if the Mastery Pass is something you're going to be getting anyway, I highly recommend doing it this way because again, you'll get that bonus 600 gems in addition to the free cosmetics. And though I say that they don't hold value to me, I like them when they're free. So you're going to get the extra sleeve for 600, another Mythic altar for 1,200, bringing your total to 5,400 gems, realistically 3,800. So you're getting a nice little bonus. That's the end of this economy video, guys. I will be bringing you another one where we go over the Mastery Pass and decide whether that's worth purchasing either in this pre-order bundle or on its own. We'll break down the contents. Make sure you guys leave me a comment. Let me know down below 2 things. Are you excited about this new Lost Caverns of Ixalan set? Personally, I like dinosaurs. I like vampires. I'm into it. And then also let me know which pre-order bundles you find valuable. Are you purchasing any? And let me know what you would like to see them add in the future to these bundles. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to check out our Lost Caverns of Ixalan set review. Bye, guys.